Okay, man. Look,
54, 54 long, 54 long.
I don't think I ever liked another grown man suit pictures like hit a notification, but I think I done hit the notifications two, 3 times on that suit, bro. That shit was clean. That shit was
but see,
clean.
real OGs know how to get it done under a budget. Cause everybody that look good ain't spending racks on racks on
No,
racks to
man.
make themselves
No.
look good.
No. You don't have to do that. Honestly, you don't have to do that. A lot of people don't know how to shop. You know what I'm saying? You got to know how to shop, and then you got to know how to put it together. You know what I'm
In
saying?
a real
You got
way.
to know how to put it together.
I
And
Absolutely.
yep. Once you throw a good headpiece on and throw a piece, little shoes on, everybody think you done spent thousands of dollars. You ain't spending no thousands of dollars.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm not gonna tell you I didn't spend it. I'm gonna let you have the thought that you had.
yeah. I ain't gonna tell you that. I ain't gonna tell you. Yeah, you can't let the suit. And you can't let the suit wear you. You got to wear the suit.
Say that.
Yeah,
Say that.
yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
you were clean that blue, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I said, shit, he had the brown fedora with the brown shoes. That's it. Hey, you was stepping, look like money. Look good.
Hey.
Hey, hey, and I had $25 in my pocket. I had
Hey,
twenty
man.
five dollars. Hey, I had 25. Couldn't buy nobody no drink. Glad it was my birthday, so everybody could buy me a drink.
As it should be. As it should. You wasn't supposed to need no money on your birthday anyway.
Oh boy, it was all good though, man. It was all good. Yeah, it was all good.
Absolutely.
I could, I had to have it on Easter because I was busy that Friday. They had something going on that Saturday, so I said, everybody gonna get up and go to church, and then eat with the fam, spend a little time with the fam. So what is it to do? Sunday fun day after that. I didn't think it was gonna be that big a turnout, but it was a nice little turnout, man. It really was.
Man,
Yes.
look.
Yep.
I'm loving the energy. I'm loving the energy of the overall contingency of Black America right now. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yep.
I'm loving that we moving in silence. I'm loving that we understand that the times is rough,
Yep.
but when has the time not been rough for us?
It's always been. We used to this.
So I'm just glad, like I said, it seemed like people is taking, you always gonna have foolishness, man, but it seems like the overall population of reasonable thinking people kind of get where we are and we in the moment. We not gonna not have fun and we not gonna let these people keep tearing us down. You feel me?
Yep.
So
I feel
that's
you.
what I appreciate.
I feel you. I really think there. I really think. I really think we're surprising them right now by not reacting the way that they want us to react.
Exactly.
And that part they don't understand that part about Black history. Like you just
Mm,
said, we've been through all this before. You know what I'm saying? We're not enslaved anymore. We're professionals now. We got our own money now. We don't have to ask you for no money. We got our own money now. We're self-dependent. We living beside you now. Your kids going to school with my kids now. You know what I'm saying? You're just not gonna do us any kind of way, and we lay down now. So I
right.
think I think I think by them, trying to nitpick us, like the thing going on right now with them trying to take the history out of the African American museum in Washington D.C. That they trying to take that down. You know what I'm saying? Take pieces out of that. Hey, look, we done got stuff taken back, but the good Lord allow us to put it back and even put it back even better. You know what I'm
There you
saying?
go.
So hey, do what you. All I can say is, do what you gonna do. Keep doing what you gonna do, and when the time comes, God don't like ugly, man. He
That's
gonna
what I always say.
he gonna bless us. He gonna bless us tenfold for what we had to endure. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
I don't see it no other way. This is the perfect way to start the show, man. Look, This is the BOTB Live Show. I'm Jay Walker III. That's my brother Carolina Dirt. Introducing our returning family member to the pod, Mr. Steve Govan. How are you today?
What's up, man? How you doing now, Jay?
Hey, we holding it together, man. Look, we got this little intro that's going to play, man. We're going to be right back at you.
All right.
Yeah, man. Welcome back to the pod. We're going to say it again. I don't know how much of this y'all heard. Little pre-intro to the show. But happy belated birthday to you, sir. No matter what you got going on, you make it look good, brother.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much, Jay.
Absolutely, man. Well, it's a pleasure to have you share a little time with you. I know how you do. We normally end the show with it, but I'm glad that we finding out now in this generation, in this climate, this political and social climate, that your money is cool, but the time you can't replace. So thank you again for jumping on with us.
Hey, I really appreciate it. I do consider it an honor, man. The first time I met you guys, I had that good feeling. I had a great feeling, man. We rocked, had a great interview just right off the whim, man, and really talked about some great stuff. And I really believe you all care about the community, man, and whatever we can do to help you all gain more traction, get the message out there. That's what we're here for.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Just a couple little things in the news cycle, man. Look, we know where we are, like I said, politically and socially. But some of these things, we just got to cover. So over the weekend, we had an NFL draft. We had a young man of NFL lineage, outstanding athlete, projected to go high in the draft. Did not. Was drafted in the 5th round. Mr. Shedeur Sanders, son of Deion Sanders. Do you follow football? Are you a fan of the game?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
You're a Packer fan.
Oh,
absolutely. Go Pack, go.
So, yeah. I always mess with the Packers. I'm a long time sideline Packer fan. I'm not diehard like my brother or yourself. What did you think as the draft progressed and how the media and the NFL handled that type of situation?
Well, I really think that the NFL really did him dirty. And I really think the NFL made themselves look terribly bad. I think the NFL lost a lot of respect. I know they lost some respect from me. In an age where I feel like that professional sports is not as prominent as it used to be. The NBA, the NFL is more catered now, to everything kind of outside of the sport. It's more catered to money, businesses, ads, NILs. It's taken away from the sport, but they shocked me with what they did, because for them to do what they did in the draft, it was a whole lot of talking behind the scenes between the owners.
Had to be.
And it reminded me a lot of the Colin Kaepernick situation.
I can see that.
It was almost like they was trying to remind us, look, we're in control. We're in control. This is our league. You know, and nobody can answer. But you know what got me? Jay Dirt, I don't know if y'all saw this. But the African American man, I don't know what position that he held for the Cleveland Browns. But whenever they chose him, did y'all see the look on his face? The black man that was sitting there?
No, I missed that.
I don't know whether he was a GM or I guess he was one of the ones in Cleveland who made the decision. It was a black man and a white man sitting next to each other. And the black man looked like I have been set up in front of the camera to do your dirt work for you.
To try to ease the situation.
Because Deion, out of all the teams in the NFL, Deion made the statement that he would not play for the Cleveland Browns.
Yep.
So the NFL set him up and set the Cleveland Browns up to do exactly what Deion said that he wasn't going to do. They call his bluff.
Right. Right.
It was terrible, man. It was terrible.
Somebody else brought up the point of, other than that what they did also was, this happened to be the most watched NFL draft past the first round also.
Oh, wow.
So I think that had a lot to do with the fact of making that man sit, and then kind of a slap in the face. Because they say most people only watch the first round, maybe the second round. And if you notice, the draft is over sooner now. You remember the draft used to be on a Sunday too. It would do Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And I think this year, I don't know about last year, I can't remember, but it was Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and it was over. And then you got to think of all the brash, flamboyant players that ever come across the football field, as far as seeing them on TV. Deion was one of the only ones they never really knocked down. They couldn't. You know, the TOs, they ridiculed him. Who else did they ridicule? Any dominant black player in NFL, they ridiculed in some type of way.
Absolutely.
Deion
Lawrence Taylor.
Yeah, Lawrence Taylor.
Yeah, cocaine. Dexter Manley. Yeah.
Michael Irvin.
Irvin. Yeah.
You can keep naming them.
Yeah, but Deion's one of the only ones that they never could knock down because Deion was always mentally tough.
Prime time.
Yeah. Prime time.
Yeah, Deion Sanders is the reason why I fight futility, and I'm still a Falcon fan to this day.
Lord, you told somebody that?
I mean, look, somebody got to do it. Somebody got to wear the armor. Everybody can't be in silk and lace. You feel me? Somebody got to get dirt. But I feel like it was twofold. I do feel like they was trying to send a message to Deion. The whole "we don't need Deion in the locker room" shit. That man got a whole job. He coached.
Man, he must have froze. But yeah, I don't know if he's gonna say it, but yeah, Deion, you gotta think Deion play on. He coach on Saturdays. There's no way he can fly and be in somebody else's locker room. Yeah, he got a whole team to look after.
Yep,
a whole school damn near to look at. Cause ain't nobody else looking at Colorado.
That's right.
Nobody else looking at Colorado.
That's right. That's good. I get it.
And then it's the media that's trying to get Deion in the NFL. The media wanted Deion to coach college. He got in college. The media, he went to the HBCU. They was mad that he went to the HBCU and started getting the players he got. Then the media got mad when he went to Colorado. He took Colorado and turned them around. They was mad at that. It's like no matter what Deion does, people are always after him or disliking what he's doing for himself or his family. And he's always acknowledging God. I don't care what you think about Deion. He's always acknowledging.
They can't stand that. They can't stand that.
Stand it.
They can't stand that.
One of the dope things that come out, like I said, I appreciate the way we moving as a group of people. One of the first things that came out through social media was do not purchase any of Shador's stuff through the NFL. Purchase it directly from him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's a smart way to combat the machine. You feel me? Like I said, I can't say enough how proud I am of us as a people, you know what I'm saying, in this time because of that situation.
Well, I'm going to buy his jersey. I'm going to invest in his jersey. I sure am.
Yeah,
I sure am.
There's nothing wrong with doing that.
I think a lot more people are. You know, I love my pack, but I'm going to, if he's playing on the TV, as long as he ain't playing the Packers, especially y'all, when he played Mike Tomlin in the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Oh boy,
the way that black man sat there and passed over that man, I lost a lot of respect for Mike Tomlin, and I lost a lot because you don't have to play the game, Mike Tomlin. You didn't have to play the game with them.
Right.
You could have put your foot down and said, "Nah, y'all, we're not gonna do this. We need a quarterback. I'm gonna get him."
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, Mike Tomlin could have did that, man.
To be held hostage by Aaron Rodgers is crazy. After the last 2 seasons, A-Rod was a bad man. It's not going. But over the last 2 seasons, that's who you gonna hold you hostage. That was crazy.
I don't know. He hadn't signed yet. I don't know if he's.
I think that's part of the reason why they didn't go for Shador. And even still, you should have went for you. You're not gonna have to pay him nothing. You know what I'm saying? Compared to, so he could have rode the bench behind Aaron Rodgers, but also, would that have been good for Shador to sit behind
Aaron Rodgers? Yeah, but you got.
I don't know that it would be based on.
What you gonna do with Mason Rudolph? What you gonna do with Mason Rudolph? Kenny Pickett.
Sit him left bench. He gonna play left bench for the whole season.
But I don't understand why they let Justin Fields go.
Because I don't think neither one of them like Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin showed me who he was, y'all.
Yeah, I try to give him a lot of credit, man.
I gave him a lot too, but he showed me who he was. He showed me who he was this weekend now.
Yeah, there's definitely gonna be.
I didn't want him to be Tommy. I didn't want him to be a Tommy.
Nah, I mean that's real shit.
He showed me Tommy now.
But what you said about Shador sitting behind Aaron Rodgers, I don't think I would want Shador to sit behind Aaron Rodgers for the simple fact of the way Aaron Rodgers plays, his mechanics is not every QB coach or anybody can throw the ball says Aaron doesn't throw. He's not the best quarterback to copy. Like as far as mentally, you can sit and learn from Aaron, but if you're gonna sit there and try to throw and do everything like him, everybody don't have them attributes. So for Shador to sit in the pocket, and Shador's been learning from Tom Brady, that's two different styles.
Didn't that shock y'all? Tom Brady worked with him the way that he did, and then Tom Brady passed him up.
Tom Brady passed him, and that's the crazy shit. They just gave what's called all that money to Geno, but they did just give Geno a good bit of money too.
But you wasn't gonna have to pay Shador.
So you wasn't gonna have to pay him, but if Geno played like he played in Seattle, Geno still got 3 to 4 good years. Depending on how they protect him.
Right. I don't know, man.
The Rams was who I was shocked that passed him up too. The Rams is due for a quarterback, bro.
Miami too.
Definitely Miami. Tua.
Bro, there were jobs to be had.
Tua one hit. Tua 1 hit away.
New Orleans. I never even heard of that dude. I've never even heard of that dude. 25-year-old rookie quarterback.
Did y'all see him in the? Did y'all see him working out?
Yeah.
He was
Yeah, that was
terrible,
terrible.
man. Terrible.
I'm hoping that was AI. I'm hoping that was AI footage. I'm hoping that they manipulated the footage.
No, he was
because
terrible,
the internet
man.
is undefeated. Yeah, if that's who you drafted to play behind Derek Carr or play for Derek Carr because Derek Carr is injured yet again, that's nuts. That's nuts.
Yeah, that was nuts. That was nuts. Stephen A. Did y'all hear Stephen A?
I tapped out, man. I tapped out on Stephen A.
Stephen A. went crazy. He went crazy. Mel Kiper Jr. went crazy.
Yeah. Because Dion is favored by a lot of people. So in order for them to do what they did, a lot of people that smiled at Dion's face had to be talking behind his back.
Definitely so.
You know what I'm saying? And Mel Kiper ain't the fairest speaking. You know, so if Mel Kiper don't have an issue or didn't have an issue with Dion, and he is upset about the way that Shador was treated, then it got to be something to it. Because Mel Kiper say a bunch of crazy shit.
You know, one thing I didn't like though, and I saw a video when Shador, did y'all see the video when Shador went to the strip club and had his whole suitcase?
Yeah,
I didn't like that, and you know, I can't believe he did that. You know, it's just a certain way you got to carry yourself, man.
That's a generational thing.
Yeah.
I think that's a generational thing. And I have no doubt that Prime got on his ass. I have no doubt that his daddy got on his ass.
Oh, he got on him about that. You believe that?
Yeah, for sure. I don't know, man. Look, the game is the game. I don't know what these people are going to do because the citizens, the people that make them billionaires, are getting tired of the antics that they deal with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The antics that we deal with. So you can keep on playing the, 3-card Molly that you playing, but eventually the dealer going to lose. Yeah, man.
I mean, that's
man.
It's just like the NBA. The NBA is losing viewership, and the NFL is going to end up doing the same thing. I was shocked Dallas didn't go after Shador for the simple fact that people don't even believe in that. They haven't believed in Dak in about 4 or 5 years. So you already got CeeDee Lamb. You go pick up another top wide receiver. Why not put Shador there for a year or two?
Yeah. They got Trey Lance down there, right?
Yeah. Is Trey Lance or did Trey Lance leave?
I think Trey Lance left. Trey Lance went to Miami, ain't it?
Oh, he went to Miami?
If I'm not mistaken.
So who the backup in Dallas now?
Shit.
That redhead boy still? You said me. Who was the little Rush? Cooper Rush.
No, Cooper left.
Yeah, Cooper Rush.
No, Cooper left.
Cooper Rush left too?
Yep, Cooper left.
Oh, man. I don't know.
Cooper in Baltimore.
Okay. Well, he definitely ain't gonna get a chance to play there.
I don't care nothing about that trash, no way.
Yeah. At the end of the day, there might be
Trey Lance went to San Diego.
There might be
San Diego. Wow. Yeah.
San Diego. There might be 11 teams that legitimately didn't need a quarterback. Everybody else full of shit.
Yeah.
Everybody else full of shit. And that's just it doesn't make sense. If he wasn't the best quarterback in the draft, I don't disagree with that. If he wasn't the second best, I almost disagree with it. Third, y'all tripping.
Yeah. He was the third best.
I don't feel like it.
Who was the second best? Who was the second best?
Shit, it's either him or Cam. It's whoever you put.
Right.
If Cam is the best, then Shador
had to be second. And there's an argument that he was the best for the same reason that they knock him. He got up a lot. He got knocked down a lot. He took a lot of sacks. His offensive line was garbage. It was garbage. And for you to throw for almost 5,000 yards and take the most sacks, you got to be making something out of nothing. But
so what about Travis Hunter? What about Travis Hunter in Jacksonville? What's getting ready to happen down there?
He gonna play for 2 years and then go to the Eagles or Kansas City, or he gonna play out his rookie deal and get on through.
But that's his home, though. Duval County, that's his home.
He's gonna build He's gonna build the super. He's gonna give them a legitimate superstar for the fans to follow. I don't know if they gonna be able to do enough to take advantage of that star power. Like everybody want to go home, but it's dangerous to go home.
They got a quarterback down there.
Oh, Trevor Lawrence. Come on now.
Trevor Lawrence, all right now.
Come on now.
If he don't show it this season, if he don't step into that top 10 to 12. I think it's a wrap for him.
You think so?
Well,
I think it's a wrap for him.
They just gave him 120 though.
What that mean for what he getting paid and how he play? When that ever matter? Look at what Deshaun Watson getting paid.
Well, okay. What I would say is they ain't got no run game neither. So they got ETN got to figure out something. They got to the offensive line got to figure out something. They need to be able to run the ball, but they did lose they tight end. What's his name? The big dude. I think he went to Denver. I can't think of it.
That's the only word that I have for Travis. I hope Travis does wonderful things. I hope he get him 8 picks. I hope he get him 50 catches and another, 9 to 11 touchdowns. I hope that's what we see for his season.
He gonna pull a Deion. If he don't get a team, it's gonna be the same thing with Deion did in Atlanta. He gonna be gone.
Oh yeah, like I said, you got him for his rookie deal. If you don't maximize the opportunity, one, to fill the stands because he is a hometown kid, but you got to give him help. He can't do it by himself, even though he played both ways.
No, he can't do it by himself.
Yeah, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all, man. I know social media going crazy. If you pay attention, if y'all ain't see Sinners,
I haven't seen it.
No, I ain't. I'm going.
I'm not giving no spoilers. Go see Sinners. If you black, there's something there for you. If you Asian, there's something there for you. If you Native American, it's something there for you. It's something there for everybody. What I will say is they tagged it as a horror movie. I don't think that them tagging it as a horror movie is doing it a service. After sitting down and watching it, I don't feel there's some scary shit that happens, but it's not a horror movie. For all the anti-Christian sentiment, you inviting the devil and the demons into your house. It's not that. It's not that. It's a good movie experience that you haven't seen. You just haven't seen. You ain't never seen. I love movies. I watch all kind of movies. I ain't never seen nothing like this. So I say that to say, the movie industry, Hollywood, they tanking right now. Ryan Coogler is a star in that space. Jordan Peele is a star in that space. These black creatives that still have access and budget to make these films, we should support them. You know what I'm saying? And we don't support them for the sake of supporting them. They putting out good product, man. And I think that's just a message going forward. If you got a business, if you got a service, if you got a product, do the right thing and the people will support you. People don't have the money to throw after bad products, services, and things like that. So while you saying people don't support you, do your due diligence and create a business that can be supported is what I say. But go see Sinners, man. Awesome movie. What you got, Carolina?
Oh, I thought Steve, you were about to say something.
Oh no, I'm actually I'm gonna make plans to do that this weekend for real, Jay. I'm going to check it out because I you know everybody talking about it and I leave the room because I don't want nobody to spoil it for me. You know.
Yeah.
I think that's the other reason. I think that's what pushed me to go see it because I'm flicking the phone, I'm scrolling away, I'm trying not to get into discussions, and I'm glad I did it that way. And I don't know if I'll wait for a couple weeks or so, but I gotta see it again, man. It's literally like that because for you to, if you one of them people that's gonna bootleg it, I get it. I bootleg movies before, I've streamed some shit before. But if you don't get that quality experience from front to back, you're going to miss out on so much shit. You ain't necessarily got to go see the IMAX. IMAX ain't available everywhere. But if you get a chance, hey, have a good time and get them good messages. Like Keaton Ivory said, and don't be a menace. Message. It's all kind of messages. It's all kind of messages.
I'm on it.
Yeah, for sure.
So
for sure.
Get into a little bit. So Steve, your birthday was last week, and you are uniquely sophisticated.
420. That man born on 420.
When you got dressed, you was the birthday man, but when you got dressed, was you in competition knowing that everybody else was gonna be stepping out?
Well, I mean, when I met you all, honestly, I was a part of Great Nation Squad. Then we had built Great Nation Squad, and we kind of had set the standard, you know, for how we wanted our parties to flow. And then, you know, when Great Nation, we went our separate ways, you know, we're still around. That stigma is stuck with us, you know. So whenever it came time for me to have my birthday party, you know, everybody was like, oh man, we got to put some clothes on. And so, you know, I wanted to do a little theme, so I did an all blue. Sky's the limit, you know what I'm saying? Because it was 420.
I like it.
So, hey, they came. Y'all seen the video? Y'all seen? I ain't even saying that. Lord have mercy. Hey, it was amazing. It was amazing, man. They came, they showed out. You know what I'm saying? And it was a great time, you know. So they owe me now about when's the next event. So I'm in the process of trying to find a pool to have a pool party. You know what I'm saying? And I need men.
Okay.
I need men. Hey, Dirt, why you shaking your head, Dirt? Dirt say I ain't missing that one. I'm not missing that one.
Hey, look.
They said, Jacob, you coming?
Hey, man, look. If I can be there, I will be there with fins on.
Hey, broadcasting live, man. Hey,
indeed.
Bottom of the bottom, baby. Hey, yeah, look here, broadcasting live. But I'm trying to find a pool. I had a pool party 2 years ago. It was great. Turned out to be great. So I'm trying to do it again, man. grown and sexy style. You know what I'm saying? Um,
For sure.
you know, had DJ Easy Ice, you know. And the thing about me, honestly, I don't like charging people to come to my parties. You know, I like people to come to the party and have fun. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If the guys got to throw a couple dollars in to make it happen, that's what we do. You know what I'm saying? But I never been a fan favorite of charging somebody to come to my birthday party and celebrate me. What?
Right.
What?
Right.
That don't even make no sense. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I'm real happy about where Uniquely Sophisticated is right now, because when we were with the other group, I heard a lot about, you know, well, if I don't have gray hair, can I be a part of it? You know? And they felt like they weren't included, you know, in it. So with this, when you can sophisticated it, you know, we open it up to everybody. We don't even have like a board. We don't have like president, vice presidents, treasurer. We don't have none of that. You know what I'm saying? We're just a
Right.
social group out here doing stuff in the community. You know, we donated the Block Love off my birthday party. It was great because I asked everybody to bring hygiene kits. So we donated probably 300-400 hygiene kits. So
That's tough.
I was really happy about that. And with this, everybody has their own definition of sophisticated.
Right.
Sophisticated is that's a mindset. You understand what I'm saying? Jay,
Sure.
Dirt, y'all can take you can take a sweatsuit and make it sophisticated if you want to.
Yep.
You better believe it.
And so that's what I'm looking at with this. You know, for us to really get together and have fun, professional fun, network, help build each other's businesses, you know, and do things of that sort, and get out here and in this community. And I can't stand people who talk about the community but won't help it.
Oh. Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Get out here. Let's get out here. Get in the trenches. You understand what I'm saying? Don't talk about the young boys wearing their pants down on the bottom of their butt if you ain't showing them nothing different.
Okay. Okay.
And that's where I am with it. You know?
Right. Now, that's real talk. I mean, this is something that me and my brother been talking about consistently over the last couple of years, is, you know, just trying to bridge that gap between the younger generation and the older generation. I'm trying to cut that YN tag out of my verbiage. You know what I'm saying? Just remembering that I was a young knucklehead. Somebody grown see me doing some fool ass shit too. You feel me? And just trying to, like I said, be a support system, be an ally to these young kids. A lot of these kids ain't got nobody to talk to, and that's all it really is. So just to be able to have a conversation, let them get their opinions out. Now, I don't mince my words. If you young and you say something that I think is not, if I think it's stupid, I'm going to tell you in a respectful way that, hey, we gotta look at this a different way, or at least here's another way to look at it. But I'm not out here to disrespect nobody. I'm not here to say that I got all the answers because I'm older than you. I just want to be able to have the conversation, because a lot of times right now, man, our generation, our older generation, is scared of a lot of these young kids, and they don't really. You don't need to be scared of them. You need to be able to identify that them young brothers are in pain. Them young ladies are in pain. They lack something. They lack some kind of support. And you know, you're not going to save everybody, but at least give it the try. before you write somebody off.
You're absolutely right, man. You're absolutely right, man. We gotta. But you know, you were saying you brought up a subject of a little what you said about the older generation being scared of the younger generation. I don't think the older generation knows how to communicate with the younger generation right now. You know,
Right.
I'm watching all these teachers get jumped on by these students. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
We got to find a way to communicate with them. We got to find a way to sit down. On my job, when I very first started at the airport, there's a lot of young people around 20, 21 years old. And they call me Unc, they call me Sir, and they call me Mr. Steve. And I'm going to tell you, that thing bothered me when I very first started working. It bothered me. And I used to be like, you don't have to do all that. Just call me Steve. You understand what I'm saying? But the more I thought about that, I said, no. If you want to show me respect as your elder, then you do that.
Yeah.
You want to call me Unc? You call me Unc. You want to call me Mr. Steve? I thank you that you did call me Mr. Steve.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And instead of cutting them off, if they want to show the respect, then hey, look, then that let me know, look, Steve, you got to walk around here as an example. You can't wild out like them because they're looking at you in a respectful way.
Yep.
Right.
So when the supervisor
don't always do that.
I can't be sitting around here arguing with the managers and the supervisors because that's not setting a good standard.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I will say that I still say yes sir, no sir to people older than me or my age, or even if they're younger. And I've had more people be like, you ain't got to say that, but that is a sign of respect. And I think the fact that we're losing that as a sign of respect is a problem also. Because when you respect somebody, when you walk to the room, the energy is different. And I think that's another problem with the whole, with the generational miscommunication, the part of how do we conduct ourselves in this room professionally or in another manner. Every place you be, you don't have to curse all the time. You have to be able to turn that switch. You know, people call it code switching, but sometimes it's respectful switching. Now, I might slip up and curse in front of my mom, but I'm not about to have a whole conversation, tell a whole story with a whole bunch of FUs and bitches and hoes. And I'm not going to do that with a supervisor at work. I'm not going to do that with you. Now, if the conversation starts like that, then yeah, I'll carry on the conversation. That's not code switching. That's adapting to the environment you're in. And I think that's another thing. The older people don't know how to adapt to the younger environment, and the young people don't know how to respect the older environment. And when you come with the teachers, you got to think, when we were kids growing up, the teachers were what, 30s, 40s? Now these teachers are 20s, and they trying to keep up. So
I don't know. My English teacher in the 9th grade was 25, and she was fine. That was the first and only fine teacher I ever had.
That's the problem.
Yeah,
that's the problem right now. You're the one that started this mess, right? You started.
You go back to having unattractive teachers.
She didn't have the halal dress on. She was supposed to have the halal dress on. She had, it was way above the knees. Now,
you hear Mr. Dirt? That's your brother. That's your brother.
Now, one of the things, like, we talk about this disconnect between these generations, and we talk about how young people don't try. But I feel like a lot of older people, if we guilty of anything, is some of us did not transition. Some of us were capable of being technologically savvy. Some of us didn't try. You feel me? And that's probably the biggest, that's where we gain the biggest gap. These kids don't talk. They text. You know what I'm saying? They don't go outside. They on YouTube. You feel me? And it's not that you have to live the life of a younger person, but you should at least know some of the things that are going on. So if there's anything that you could do better, if you having an issue with a son or daughter or niece or nephew, is don't try to take over the world they're in, but ask questions. If they see you interested in the things that they are interested in, it will open up some good dialogue for you. And that's what you really need at this point. You just need the dialogue.
So when Steve, when y'all out in public and y'all are dressed up, and young people, how do you feel young people look at y'all or approach y'all compared to when you're not dressed up?
Say that again. Say that again, Dirk.
When you and uniquely sophisticated out in the streets, partying or going, just hanging out or politicking, how do you think young people view y'all when y'all are dressed up, compared to when y'all are dressed down?
I noticed it at the birthday party Sunday. This girl that I used to train at the gym, lady I used to train, she bought her daughter. And I think the girl may have been about maybe 17, 18 years old. She bought her. And the young lady came in, and the young lady, she had on her blue dress like her mom had on the blue dress. And I watched her for a little while, and I watched her smile. And then I know what kind of dudes that I hang around. I know what kind of guys I hang around. So I seen a couple of guys step to her and tell her how pretty that she was. Yeah, in a respectful, manly way. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And she was smiling, and a couple of videos she's out there dancing. You know what I mean? Because I feel like we offer another avenue that they're not quite familiar with.
Right.
But I don't know if y'all are familiar with this or not. Black menswear. It's a movement going on in the United States. It's called Black Menswear, and what they're doing is they're going from city to city, and young men are gathering in a park, in the courthouse. Last month they were in New Orleans. This month they're in Charlotte at the end of May. And what it is young black men in suits.
Okay.
And I'm telling you, y'all hadn't seen it. They're flash mobbing. They call it the flash mob.
I'm looking it up now.
And it's black menswear. It's called
Black menswear. And they start on Fridays. On Friday they do a community service. They come into the city, and they did quite a few cities so far. But they do a community service on Friday. They do the flash mob on Saturday morning, where black men come from everywhere. Black young men come from everywhere in suits and gather, right? And then they have something that afternoon, and then they have they had a rooftop party in New Orleans. And then I think they have something at night. But they go from city to city. And I'm looking at that movement, and that movement is a really, really, really strong movement that's going across the United States right now. It's really encouraging young black men to present themselves in a professional manner.
That's awesome.
Hey, you see it, Dirk?
Yeah, I see it. They've been doing it for several years now.
Yeah. Really sharp guys. So I'm looking forward to them actually. I think they'll be here Memorial Weekend in Charlotte. I'm looking forward to being in my first flash mob, because there's older men that are in it too. But it's geared up and ran by young black men.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
It's an awesome movement going on right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to reach out, see if they'll send a representative on the podcast one day. I just followed them on IG.
Yeah.
Now, go ahead.
No, I would say, so are y'all going to cater to young black men? Like y'all, I'm pretty sure y'all probably have events, but y'all have anything coming up for young black men in y'all area?
I want to get to a place where we do some mentorship.
Yeah.
I want to do some mentorship. We've already talked about. I got two guys that actually, one guy owns Hughes Fashion here in Charlotte, and another guy that owns Why Not Fashion here in Charlotte. Both of them where I get my clothes from. And what we talked about was, maybe once a quarter, they were going to give us like 2 suits to where we were able to go take 2 young men in there. You know what I mean? And dress them. Not what I like to do is have the option there for them to build it themselves. Right. Not come in and say, put this on, put this on, put this on, put this on. I want them to learn how to do it themselves.
Right. Right.
How to pick your suit out, how to pick your shirt out, how to tie a tie, how to get your socks together, how to get your shoe game on point, how to get your accessories on point. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the little things that surround the suit that make a suit.
Yeah.
If y'all notice, I'm real funny. I am super funny about my socks, my shoes, and my hats.
Those are the accents.
I'm very funny about that. Craig Davis from 2255 Custom Hats down in Atlanta. He makes my hats for me. Because I'm just funny. I'm funny about my hats because I know I can't go in there with a regular old Bruno Capello on. You know what I'm saying? They look at me like, oh, well, I got that hat at home.
Right. Right.
You understand what I'm
Step
saying?
your game up. He said it's all custom.
I want something that ain't nobody else got.
You know what I mean? There's a dude out in Arizona. He customizes for doors. He be pretty gangster with it, but I be feeling like I'm real kind of laid back and simple. So some of the stuff he do, I ain't a fan of. Cause I'm that plain person. I got like 6 fedoras. They all one color. May got a different color belt. Maybe something I can add to it. But I like just being low key and have it plain.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you, man. I'm gonna tell you my little secret. I got a big bag of feathers. That I ordered off of Amazon. I can switch a hat up, the same hat up. I can switch it up and make it something else. Just by taking the feather off the side, and putting another color feather in it. You would think it's a whole totally different hat.
Hey, I seen this one hat so cold on I think it was on like a TikTok shot. That thing was seafoam green with an ivory feather. When I tell you that thing was cold, boy, that thing was cold. Man, I showed my homeboy. My homeboy said, "You better get Fadu." He don't even wear them. He said, "You better get Fadu." That thing was a seafoam green, and I got a seafoam green button-up shirt too. That thing cold.
Yeah, but you know one thing about here in Charlotte, man, the women that start rocking them hard.
Yeah.
I see that.
They rocking them real hard up here. You got to show enough get your game together.
If I put my hat on, I'm guaranteed to get stopped. Somebody gonna stop me and ask me about my hat.
Yeah.
My old lady be like, "You ain't got to put that on when you leave the house." It's sad that I've been dirty and dusty all week. I'm throwing this hat on.
Listen, I'm getting clean. But you know what? I feel like we in that new Harlem Renaissance.
Yes.
I think it's finally, it's artistically, fashion, music, just art in general. Like the whole Southern Soul movement. Like I feel like we are beginning a new renaissance for Black people, and the masses are taking to it. You know what I'm saying? And it's something that we haven't seen. We haven't seen this kind of unity in a while. And I don't care what other media outlets say. I don't care what Fox News say about black people. I feel like black people right now are in a great position, a great temperament, and a great mental space right now. You know, with all the absurdity that is still going on around us.
Yeah, and look what we're doing with country music. We ready to take country music over, and they can't stand it. They can't stand it. They can't. But my thing about that, my partner, I'm partnering them talking about, hey man, I gotta go get me some cowboy boots. Steve, you go get some cowboy boots? I said, man, I'm from the country.
Okay.
This y'all just started there. We've been doing this our whole life. We've been trail riding our whole life. You know what I'm saying? Don't get it twisted. We've been Southern Soul. I mean, we've been saying got my whiskey my whole life. Shit, hole in the wall. We've been doing all that. Candy liquor, we've been doing all that our whole life.
Hey, everybody talk about this moonshine. I've been drinking moonshine since we started the show 400 episodes ago. We've been on that
pie. Hey, but you know when they made that apple pie, they thought that was the first time they ever had some moonshine. Man, we've been drinking moonshine.
We've been drinking.
That's what I'm saying. You show up with your bottle of $14.92 or whatever high-end bottle you got, I'm gonna show up with this milk jug with no label on it.
Indeed.
I'm gonna be fine.
Hey, what we used to call it, y'all? Y'all remember what we used to call it, right?
Shit, it's a bunch of names. Creek water.
That nigga in the wood. Nigga in the wood. That nigga in the wood. Hey,
okay.
Y'all remember that?
Oh man. Like I said, it's
nigga in the woods, boy.
Hey, what's crazy is whenever we talk about drinking moonshine, my brother said, "Nah, we get that from Uncle Jesse out the woods." That's the nigga.
Yeah,
that nigga in the woods, boy.
Yeah, man.
Hey.
Yeah, that's what we used to call it. They just started that, man.
No, and if you drinking Old Smoky, if your moonshine come with a label, you still ain't drinking the right shit.
You still ain't drinking the right shit.
You still ain't drinking.
I remember we used to have an old well. We used to have an old well out by the church. You pump it and get cold water. You drink a shot of moonshine and drink cold water behind it.
That well water behind it. Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with that little sulfur smell. That's good water.
Yeah. And get in that deuce, that Lincoln or that big deuce in the quarter and go on back out the road.
Deuce in the quarter. Okay.
Man, come on, man. Man, I need to invite you there. My dad did a fish fry a couple weeks ago. We sat out here, listened to Southern Soul for about 5 hours. He cooking fish. Hey, I need to invite you next time my dad do something at the house.
Man,
he like that.
Hey, I love to cut to South Carolina. I love for y'all to we put it in the grease up here too now.
Okay.
Like we said, we make it golden up here too now.
I know that's right.
Gold. We got them 2-hand croakers up here now.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey. Next time my dad know he know for sure sometimes we just be sitting out there and he turn that fryer on. My dad got the big the one at McDonald's. You drop the whole thing in there. He got one of them.
Yeah.
He dropping everything. He dropping everything.
Woo. He dropping all
of man, you heard that dude from Columbia that do the oxtails and all that. But my pop's been doing that. My dad was doing that shit every Monday. He was doing it
for no reason.
For no reason.
Hey, he worked with them oxtails like that.
Oh yeah. But, oh man.
My dad cooked.
My mom don't do no cooking. My pops do all the cooking.
He do all the cooking. Every cooking utensil you think you can get, he already got. If he ain't got the one you talking about, it's because he got the first one. They done modified it.
Yes, sir.
Oh man, hey. Yeah, I gotta invite you there. Next time he doing something, he gonna do something. Sometime come up, he gonna do something. Yeah, man, my dad cook about. That nigga cook. What's the big trash cans called? The big joints that be at restaurants and shit.
What? Who? What you talking about?
Like the big 96-quart trash cans, the big joints. You know what I'm talking about?
Trash can?
Yeah, the trash can, the big trash cans.
The big.
Got me in the house.
The dumpsters?
So he he had one of them filled up with fish. He fried. That nigga
Oh yeah.
He had that much fish.
What?
He had
much
fish.
Yeah. Hey, look, he know how to cook for the army.
55 gallon. He had a 55 gallon.
Yes.
55-gallon drum.
Hey.
There you go.
And he's so gangster. How many fish you want? All right, I'll drop 5 right now. Turn the grease off. It get hot real quick. Somebody else come up. You want fish? Fire that bitch right back up.
Yeah, he ain't gonna serve you no cold fish.
He
don't do cold fish.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mama be done hurt herself now and now. Hey, my mama the only woman I know can bite the side of a croaker and not swallow a bone.
Hey, yeah, shit, I can't even do that.
My dad partner Howard like
pull it, be pulling them out.
Shit, my dad put his hand in the hot grease and pull that bitch out.
What? Yeah. Hey man.
Hot grease.
We come from a legitimate OG, a legitimate gangster code. Like, no matter what he tried to do for his kids, he tried to give them a good life and make them square. He was so cold, we got it anyway.
Yeah. We got all the residuals. The residuals. Matter of fact, he in a vet club. They tour around, they go places. Ahmaud Arbery in Georgia, they do events, they show up for each other. He in a vet club. Yeah.
Hey.
He just turned 70 back in July.
That's a blessing.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
That's a blessing.
Man.
When y'all get ready to have something, hey, if I'm free, I'm one way.
Okay. Say no more.
Yeah,
hey,
I'm
Steve,
one way.
Our day is I show up, when I get out the car, get you a cup. I get you a cup. He said, turn your music on the Bluetooth. And we start getting it. I don't know if I go over.
Bring you a driver.
Or bring you a driver.
Bring you a driver.
Okay. I ain't got no problem with that either.
Yeah, bring you a driver.
Hey, it ain't like y'all that far away from me now.
Yeah, it been many body bags left over.
Yeah. Oh, now don't. Yeah. Have a good time, but don't fall into bad habits that you see, because there's a lot of bad habits around there.
Hey, but check this out. You know I'm gonna return the favor. If I come down there, y'all got to return the favor.
Oh, for certain.
You know,
for certain.
And they don't call it the Queen City for nothing.
I know that's right.
We good. My sister-in-law stay out. I can find a spot. My cousin stay up there. I find me a spot. I'll be good.
Yeah, y'all be. Yeah, I know you will. I know you will. Hey, well, look,
man,
guys, I gotta wrap this thing up, man, and go back to work, man. But hey, look, I really, really, man, appreciate y'all having me on. Always good time conversating with you all, building, talking about subjects, man. It's been great.
We definitely got to.
It's been a pleasure.
Yeah. Definitely got to bring you back on, because I want to deep dive into the youth and the clothing and all that. I just think that's one of those things. Like my brother said, the Black Renaissance. I think that's on its way back. And to be at the foundation of bringing that thing back, I think it'll be a strong point, strong tip of the spear for a lot of black people to see each other cleaned up, dressed up, no drama, respectful, networking. I think that's the other big key. It's networking within the party, and that people don't understand. That's when you unlock all the doors, when you start networking in that party.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. Well, I'm down, man. If y'all want to do some stuff down in Columbia, we come down there and do it, man. I'm actually going to Huntsville, Alabama, to do a fashion show in June. Yeah, in June.
Okay.
In June, and proceeds are gonna go to some youth down there. So I'm down with it, man.
I gotta get them other tips when we get off. The other tips on that blue suit. You said that sky's the limit suit.
I got you.
We ain't gonna hold you, Steve. We appreciate you for coming out, man. I know you gotta get back to it.
I appreciate y'all, man. I really do. I appreciate y'all. And y'all hit me up, man. When y'all come this way, hit me up.
We'll do it. We'll do it.
Definitely. Y'all take care of yourself, man. God bless you. For real.
Yes, and you as well.
All right, my brothers.
All right. Well, then look, that was it, man. That's Mr. Steve Govan. Mr. Steve Govan, man. One of the cleanest gentlemen you will ever see, man. He always looked like he stepped right out of a time capsule, man. And I'm not talking about this. I'm not. That's not side talk. Like legitimately, just being that type of dude, that type of classic man, the old Jadena. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's something that we should all strive for. You should have at least one suit in the closet. One suit. Get you a sports jacket of another color, turn it into 2 suits. You know what I'm saying?
I had a funeral to go to a couple weeks back. I had a couple of them. Well, I had on the all black, and I threw on my black with the red under on the fedora, bro. I know I was stepping. I knew I was clean. But I'm about to send you this picture of that in that blue. You guys said that. Who that nick on that name? Man, who that picture, bro?
He had on the Django blue. Oh man,
he was clean as a monkey. But I definitely got happy with that.
Absolutely, man. Well, look, ladies and gentlemen, this is the BOTB Live Show, man. We appreciate y'all tuning in. We'll be back on Friday, depending on what the week brings us. Outside of that, we here every Wednesday, man. You got anything to say before we get up out of here?
Nah, I appreciate y'all rocking with us. Hey, we up for the Southern Plug Music Awards. Y'all tap into the website, click the link, vote for us. The Bar Must Ball in the podcast category. There's a lot of big names in that category. We need to do better at, when times like this come around, promoting that. People promote it for us, but we need to promote that to the point where y'all don't want to hear us talk no more. I think that's the thing. I be like, man, I don't want to say that shit, but you do got to promote yourself and market yourself and brand yourself, because it is accomplishment just to get nominated. So to be nominated 2 years in a row, hey, we need to start bragging on that shit. Not, as they say,
multiple awards in the podcast space, man. We keep our door open, man. We don't shun nobody. If you knock on the door, we'll open it up, man, to give you a place to sit on the platform, man. Shout out to Let's Talk Under the Tree. Shout out to Motivated Minds. Shout out to Divas in the Round Table. Who else out there?
Rogers Reviews out there.
Rogers Reviews out there. My man Black, I've been meaning to get him on the show, man. Maybe I'll try and shoot for that on Friday, depending on what his schedule is. He's starting a podcast, all things legend, supernatural, esoteric. He gonna have some good stuff that he gonna put out, man. And I know we got interests. We have interests that are all over the spectrum. But y'all keep staying in tune with us, man, and we'll make sure that we make those connections. Networking is a superpower, like my brother always say. Love the people who love you back, man. Until the next time, y'all be easy, man. We gone.